thousands of protesters have gathered here in Chepak area of Chennai, just 2 kilometers away from the secretariat. So this is basically the protest against the CAA, NRC and also NPR. So almost 18 organizations which belongs to various Muslim groups are in the protest, and at least 5,000 to 8,000 people have gathered here right now at the Chepak area of Chennai, and they will walk towards the secretariat is what we have been told right now, but they don't have any permission since the Chennai police have denied permission to do protest on this matter. But they have also mentioned that they also will be detained since they don't have permission to protest. So there's also a heavy police deployment, at least 10,000 policemen at the protest site and 2,000 other policemen at the in front of the Tamil Nadu Assembly is also been deployed right now. So this is the situation, and the protests were happening at Washerman Pit area of Chennai for last 5 days, which is in the Scheinberg model, which happened in the Scheinberg model, and the protest is also going to end the protest is what we have been told. So thousands and thousands of people who belong to various Islamic organizations, 18 organizations have arrived here demanding the Tamil Nadu Assembly to pass a resolution against the CAA and also to promise the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy not to implement NCR or NRC. The police stand is very clear. They denied permission initially, and in fact a petition was also filed in the Madras High Court against the protest. Even the Madras High Court had restrained protest and also denied permission for any kind of such anti-CAA protest, and that's why the police have informed that the protesters will be detained at any cost if they try to seize the secretariat. Almost that's why 10,000 policemen have been deployed before the protest itself. On the other side is the protesters. At least 5,000 to 8,000 protesters have gathered as we speak. The rally is yet to begin. So as I mentioned, this is basically against the banner which is put up there says what is the subject. It says no CAA, NPR or NCR. So the protests have been happening in Chennai for almost last 5 days at an area called Washerman Pit in North Chennai, and protest also was happening at places like Coimbatore, Madurai and also Vellore, where protesters have gathered in a shy mud model, and protests were happening for last few days, and now they demand the Tamil Nadu government to pass a resolution against the CAA in the Tamil Nadu Assembly, just like how the Kerala Assembly and also the Puducherry Assembly did. That is the demand which is coming from the protesters right now who have gathered here. In fact, they also had talks with Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy on Sunday, which failed, and that is why the rally is happening now towards the secretariat. So the police will try to block them in just few yards because the secretariat is almost 2 kilometers from here. So there's no chance that the protesters can reach the secretariat as of now, but they will be blocked just a few yards from this place is what we have been told. They can also see the buses which is kept ready to detain the protesters. And the Chennai Commissioner last night said that 10,000 policemen will be deployed for the security, and 2,000 policemen will be standing outside the Tamil Nadu Assembly to avoid any kind of danger to the Assembly, since the Assembly session is already on. But the ADMK stand is very clear that they are not going to bring any kind of resolution in the Assembly because the DMK raised this issue inside the Assembly on Monday, but the Speaker of Tamil Nadu Assembly clearly denied to take up the resolution for the hearing. And in fact, the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister also gave an explanation regarding the protest which happened in Washerman Pit. He said the protest was instigated and they started pelting stones against the policemen, and that is why the police resorted lathi charge against the protesters on Friday at Washerman Pit with the controversy, and the flash protest broke out across the state. And now the protesters are yet to begin the march towards the secretariat. Almost 18 groups from various Islamic organizations, including Tamil Nadu Dawud Jamaat, SDPI and many other groups, Indian National League and various groups are going to start the protest. They are going to walk towards the secretariat in some time as we speak.